Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, we are doing the Norwegian high-speed run in the Kia EV6 long-range all-wheel drive. The Norwegian high-speed run is one of the most important tests we do here on the channel, and it's a battle against the clock over a route that is 615 kilometers. And not only are we going to find out today how far this car can go on a full charge of battery, because we're going 615 kilometers, we're going to have to stop along the way and charge. So what kind of charging speed will we get with, relatively mild temperatures of 3 degrees Celsius? It should get warmer during the day. How long will we charge? Will we have any issues with charging? And what kind of charging strategy will we choose? Where will we stop to charge? And then when we get back to this starting point at the end of the video in about, 8 or 9 hours, we're going to put this car into a chart and see how it compares with the competition. Will it be good? Will it be bad? And most importantly, will it beat its corporate cousin, the Hyundai Ioniq 5? And how will it fare against the Tesla Model Y long range? So guys, if you're new here, my name is Chris. I have this channel dedicated to testing EVs. I do reviews, I do charging tests, I do motorway range tests, and I do the Norwegian high-speed run. So if you like these type of videos, if you like the EV content, please be sure to drop a like, a thumbs up on the video down below. And also consider subscribing to the channel and then hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. So we're going to charge it to 100%. We're at 80%. It's going to take about 39 minutes according to the car. And then I'll see you guys on the road. We've now been on the road for an hour and 18 minutes. We are now, passing the bridge here that indicates that we have come to the end of the first section of 4-lane motorway. So for you guys who are new to this format, the Norwegian high-speed run is basically mostly on motorway, but on our way down to Kristiansand from Oslo, we do have sections of 2-lane country roads, both higher and lower speed, but about 70% is on the motorway. So we have a few sections on our way down to Kristiansand now with roads like this. But look at the weather, guys. It's pretty nice today. Conditions are dry and damp roads, 7 degrees Celsius outside now, so quite mild compared to the weather we've had the past few weeks. I mean, it's been as cold as like minus 10, minus 15 degrees Celsius and a lot of snow. And yeah, now we have sun and 7 degrees. That is pretty nice. But take a look at the consumption also, guys. 22.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers after 133 kilometers. That is not bad at all. Average speed is probably around 110 kilometers an hour. And yeah, I mean, that is not bad. And the wind today is a crosswind from the west now, west, south, northwest, of about 4 to 5 meters per second, which shouldn't impact the consumption too much. And the car is also estimating 223 kilometers of range, and our turnaround point is 175 kilometers away. That means we are going to be able to go to Kristiansand to the train station, which is a turnaround point, and then at least all the way back to Lillesand to the Ionity chargers, which are 350 kilowatt chargers. So hopefully we'll have enough heat in the battery to reach that 239 kilowatt peak speed, but maybe we'll even be able to go further. We'll have to, find out the charging strategy once we get closer to Kristiansand. So guys, we're going to continue on now, and I'll catch up with you when we get to our turnaround point. Okay, we are now approaching our turnaround point. This is the exit to exit the E18 main road. And as you guys can see in a second now, we will be approaching the roundabout we usually are. And also guys, today we're running in efficiency mode. This car has 3 modes, Eco and Normal and Sport. So we're running in Eco mode, and I think also that puts this car into 2-wheel drive. It puts the car into rear-wheel drive because that's the main motor. And guys, check the construction here on the right side. Is coming along pretty nicely. This has for many years been like an ugly area of the city, and finally they are spriting up a little bit with some new buildings and construction. And here we are. We're going to take a right here. We do have red lights, so we're gonna just stop the timer briefly. But 3 hours and 8 minutes means that we have had a little bit of traffic, and not the most amount, but just a little bit of traffic on our way down here to Kristiansand. So we've covered 307.8 kilometers according to the car, and consumption is 22.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And also ignore that time there because I've stopped for, pit stop and stuff like that. So then I stop the timer. I'm only actually timing the, time it takes to travel this route. And also we are now at 8% battery, and the distance to our charging session, which should be now at Ionity in Lillesand, is about 15-20 kilometers. So we should have enough range. Oh, I almost lost my sunglasses down there. But okay guys, we're now gonna turn around right away here. I'm gonna go out into the intersection here. And once the light turns green, which it does now, we're gonna go on. And yeah, it's damp here now in Kristiansand, but prior to arriving here in the city, we had some dry surfaces, so that is pretty nice. But okay guys, we're gonna continue on now, and I'll catch up with you at our charging stop at Ionity in Lillesand. Okay, we're now down to 0% and we are in turtle mode, but we are only about 500 meters from our exit, so I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be able to get there just about. So consumption still at 22.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Our exit is right up here. So I'm going to be using the app also because my E-Tron charging services card from my E-Tron 55 is not working anymore. I'm going to make a whole video on that later on because I've had some terrible experiences with the E-Tron charging services team and customer service. If you guys want to see that and hear all about that, leave a comment down below. But until then, I'm using the app, which is super expensive, 8.40 kronor per kilowatt hour, which is just insanely expensive. And Ionity basically do that so everybody who doesn't, get any charging benefits from one of the companies who owns the Ionity charging service network, don't use it. I mean, what other way or what other reason is there for it being that expensive? But you can buy a transit card, costs like 190 kronor per month. For 12-month subscription, we'll let you charge at 2 kronor 50 per kilowatt hour. But okay, we're gonna stop here. We're not gonna do this one. I'm not gonna park all the way up in the face of somebody else. Yeah, this is a little bit amateur, but we're gonna go here, like that. And then we're gonna choose this one. Should give us nice lighting. And then we're gonna go into reverse here. So I think we're gonna charge to maybe off camera, I calculated to maybe 90% should get us far enough. But okay, gonna put that into park, and then we're gonna swivel around the screen here, and then we're gonna turn off the ignition. And then I've had some issues with opening the charging port from the outside. So I'm just gonna press the button here. There's a button there that I can use. And yeah, so I'm gonna put my phone here, rest it here. And this charger is called, what is this one called? This is called 1018. Oh, there's a flap here. Which one is this? Where's the number? Why isn't there a number on this one? Okay, this is a bit annoying using the 1018. Which one is it? Is this one? Okay, number 10. Yes. Okay, so I get up my information here on my phone that I have to... Yeah, this is annoying. Why is it just not connected? Every time, yeah. Come on. So I have to do my bunk EDA process when I'm charging here, which is a bit annoying. No other app is like this. I don't know why the Ionity app is so terribly made. Okay. There we go, payment approved. And just as a precaution, we're gonna do the Phoenix connector dance. Just gonna hold the connector here while the car is communicating. So we don't have any issues with that. And yeah, it's cold, but not too cold, 7 degrees Celsius and sun. So I can stand out here without a jacket, without it being too terrible. But if this was a week or two ago, it would be really cold. The south of Norway has had a lot of snow lately, but as you guys can see from around here, it's all melted. So we're gonna hop into the car again, monitor everything from the inside. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yes. So I was running the car in snow mode, 10 minutes prior to arriving here at the charger, because people keep commenting on the videos on this and also the Hyundai Ioniq 5. If you put the car into snow mode, so you have 3 driving modes. You have the Eco, Normal, and then Sport. And if you hold in the drive mode button here, it will put the car into snow mode. And according to what people are saying is that will heat up the battery. But as you can see now, we're only getting 68 kilowatts at 0%. But this is also typical from what I've seen from this platform. It doesn't really jump up to that, charging speed until we are way up in the battery percentage. So we're going to check in at around 10% and maybe again at like 20 if we don't get that charging speed. We're now at 9%, and as you guys can see, we're still only at 75 kilowatts. Far away from, that peak speed of 239 and far from any good speed at all. But hopefully once we hit, I think, like 20 or 25%, we should be, peaking at a much higher speed. Crossing my fingers. Now at 15%, and the speed jumped up to 125 kilowatts. So as I said, the charging down low in the battery percentage in this car hops up in stages. And hopefully at like maybe closer to 30, we will be charging at above 200 kilowatts. But as you can see now, it's just hovering at around 125. It's not increasing much, and then suddenly it's gonna jump up to a faster speed. At 24%, the speed jumped from 125 kilowatts up to almost 200. So hopefully the speed will jump a little bit more to get that 239 kilowatt peak speed. But maybe not. But it says 18 minutes to 80%, which is interesting because don't Kia claim 10 to 80% in 18 minutes, and now it's going to go from 30 to 80% in 18 minutes. Maybe because of the temperature outside, those 7 degrees Celsius, and we have been on the road for almost 3.5 hours driving. So I don't know, it just goes to show you that this battery pack here may be more sensitive to outside temperature than other battery packs, and it not having that active heating means that you'll also be more sensitive to the ambient temperature. But okay guys, I'm gonna hop out now, gonna jump into the gas station here, get something to drink, get something to eat, because I haven't eaten all day, and I'll catch up with you when we get back to our endpoint. If we don't have to stop and charge along the way, we may have to have a second charging stop, but I'm crossing my fingers that going to 90% should give us enough juice to, go all the way back to Sandvika. Welcome to our endpoint, or back to our starting point, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to the end of the video, and if you watched this far without hitting that like button down below, please be sure to drop a thumbs up on the video. It really helps the video and the channel out a bunch. I do appreciate it, so thank you very much. We're out here with 8% battery, and consumption actually dropped to 22.0 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. The roads on our way down to Kristiansand were mostly wet and damp, but on our way up they had dried up. And also we're right here at 3 degrees Celsius. I'm going to give you guys all the numbers at the chart, or in the chart at the very end of the video, and also the time. But before we do that, I just want to say a few things about how this car has been on this trip. So I've been driving it for basically a whole day. It's quiet, it's comfortable. The cabin is quiet, little road noise. I have nothing to complain about. And these seats are better than the seats in the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Somehow these fit my body much better. They are soft enough for, driving for a whole day, but supportive enough that I don't have any back aches or pain in my bottom. Really nice seats. The driving position is also very comfortable. But I would always highly recommend you guys to go out and test drive these cars, because we all have different bodies, and some seats that I may find uncomfortable, other people people may not have issues with at all. So always test drive a car, don't just take my word for it. But okay, you are here at the very end of the video because you want to know the time. So without further ado, the Kia EV6 long range all-wheel drive completed the Norwegian high-speed run in 6 hours and 58 minutes, which is actually a very good time. And if you look at the chart down below, it's better than the Q4 E-Tron 50 Quattro we did this test with just a few weeks ago. And considering the size of this car and also the conditions, this is not a bad time. Also take a look at the charging time, which was 36 minutes. And if you compare that to the Q4 e-tron, it's 9 minutes quicker, only with a 2-minute better time. That is because we had a little bit more traffic today. I think we did the test in the Q4 e-tron on like a Saturday or a Sunday. Today it is Thursday, so a little bit more traffic. We're always going to have these variants, and don't take the times literally, take them with a grain of salt, because as long as the times are within like 5 or 10 or 15 minutes from each other, it's not going to make much difference. They are more of a guide. And also, we only did one charging session, and I want to address that because the charging time from 0 to 90%, we went to 90%, was 36 minutes. And some people may be arguing in the comments already that, well, you should have done 2 charging stops, but from the charging speed we actually got, I have my notes here, because I know people like to comment and have questions about the charging speed, if it would be a better strategy to do 2 charging sessions. And I don't think so, because we did 0 to 80% in 30 minutes. So say I did to 70%, 65%, I did that in 25 minutes. So if I did the last 25% at another charger, I still would have to charge for like 25 minutes, and that's a difference of 10 minutes. So disconnecting from the charger and then going to another charger, more planning and trying to eke out the most range, and then getting that charging speed, no issues with the charger. And the overhead time of going off the main road and then going back on the main road and connecting to a charger, all of that time would probably yield the same total time. Maybe, just maybe, if everything would have gone 100% smoothly on that second charging stop, maybe a minute or 2. For me, that's not enough gain to stop one more time. It's just easier just going to 90% and just having enough juice to get there. But I could have charged a little bit less, and we could have gotten an even better time. So under optimal conditions, if we would have got that proper charging speed and charged a little bit less, maybe we would have shaved off like 4 or 5 minutes from this time, maybe even more. So guys, I hope I addressed all of the questions you guys may have, but still drop a comment down below and also ask questions if you have any questions. So let me know what you think about the time. I think the time is very good, even though we didn't get that optimal charging speed, probably due to the coldish weather, or not warm weather, mild weather, whatever you want to call it. That's why. But still, guys, let me know what you think down below. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, guys, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.